Hello. Welcome to my Facebook. So, there's this bitch, this fucking stupid, dumb bitch. No, but there's this lady, this young lady. She was delivering DoorDash. And, she saw that she was delivering DoorDash. And so this young lady, she was delivering DoorDash, right? And then so what happened is she was delivering Wendy's to this guy, okay? And she left the Wendy's on the front door, right? But the door was a bit open, was slightly open, and she could see there was a guy. He was sleeping on the couch naked. So she took a video of him, okay? And then she claimed she was sexually assaulted, raped. People these days. I mean, I'm not discrediting anyone who has been. I mean, that's horrible, but just filming a naked guy that's inside his own house. Oh, I'm really tired. Yeah, that's not, just filming a guy that's just inside his own house. That's sad. I think that's maybe she should have not done it, because now she's facing 8 years in prison. We'll watch that. Atozy, he knows how to make sentences with words, and I'll just whatever.
They just fired me, and the police are doing nothing. I lost my job. That was my only way to make money to pay my bills.
This TikTok DoorDash driver just went from viral victim to felony defendant.
I like how he says this TikTok door. I like how he says this TikTok door. Tic-tac. Like I like how he says this TikTok DoorDash driver, like it's like it's a real thing. It's not a real thing. She's a DoorDash driver.
And after she came online saying that she was essayed on the job, and now she's facing years in prison for the video that she posted herself.
3 days ago, October 12th, 2025, I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver. The DoorDash customer requested that their order be...
I'm not for violence, but she kind of has a smackable face, right? But I'm not for. I mean, I would never do that. But she does kind of have that. Her cheeks are kind of the right size for like a good smack. But I mean, I would never do that. I would.
Be left at their front door. Their front door was wide open. Their lights were on. They were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me.
Well, as it turns out, that's not exactly what happened. If you need a perfect example of how fast a viral victim story can flip upside down, this is it. Because this video was posted in mid-October by Olivia Henderson, or IRL Monster Hideall on TikTok, and she went viral pretty fast as a DoorDash driver who claimed that she was essayed on the job. And now, as of last week, she's been arrested, charged with 2 felonies, and could be facing years in prison. And depending on who you ask, she's either a woman who reported a traumatic event or someone who turned a drunk sleeping customer into content and then lied about it for clout.
I reported it to DoorDash, and DoorDash did ban the customer, and then 2 days later, DoorDash banned me, which doesn't seem unrelated. They didn't even provide me a reason for my deactivation. They're supposed to send an email. They didn't. And within 12 hours afterward, they had already...
I got a reason for you. It's probably because you filmed them naked on their own couch when they were inside their own home. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why you got banned. You can't really do that. It's just like if a McDonald's employee was just working at McDonald's, and then he would, every single shift at noon, he would walk out the McDonald's, go into a random person's house and film them naked. Which you're allowed to be. You're allowed to be naked in your own house. You're allowed. You're in your own home. I mean, unless fucking I don't know where she's from, but if the laws are different there, I don't want to live there.
already denied my appeal. DoorDash deactivated me. DoorDash punished me for exposing my assaulter, and TikTok is currently punishing me for exposing my story time. I also reported this to the police, and the police are doing nothing. I was assaulted. I lost my job. I'm the victim.
Yeesh. So this whole thing just starts back in October 20th in Oswego, New York. Olivia was delivering an order for DoorDash, and according to her, the customer had asked for the food to be left at the front door. She said that she walked up to the house and found the front door wide open, lights on, and the customer lying on his couch with his pants and underwear pulled down to his ankles. She described him as fully exposed and said that she'd been put in danger simply by doing her job. Now, obviously, that's not an ideal situation to witness on the job, but it could also be explained as a guy who got super drunk, ordered some Wendy's, and then passed out before it got there. Not a great look, but I don't think it's illegal to do that, especially because he was in his own house and he wanted the order at his front door, but more on that later. So in her first series of videos, she told the story with the tone of someone who was still shaking from what happened. She said everything was caught on camera. She also said that she didn't want this to happen to any other women, which is why she came forward with this story on TikTok. And with the video, she also reported this to DoorDash and the police. And her initial post grabbed more than 22 million views for a brief moment, and TikTok seemed ready to rally around her. But that didn't last long, because within days, TikTok removed her video for violating community guidelines, and the talk around her started changing, because she posted more videos saying that TikTok kept trying to silence her. And then she said that DoorDash fired her for reporting an incident, and she said that the police were—
First of all, TikTok don't care about you. They're a data company. Okay, they're a data company. Okay, so you know, we'll probably learn in a couple of years that TikTok is actually training AI on people, like on what people are posting on TikTok, right? But right now, there's just buying, and well, they're acquiring. You know, they're not even buying it. You're giving it to them for free. You're giving your data to them for free, and they're selling it. And that's what TikTok does, you know. And so I don't think they really care about this, whatever her fake story that girl is. No one cares, you know. But clearly I do, because look, I'm making this about it. I'm making a video about a guy who made a video about this girl. So clearly some people care.
were punishing her instead of helping her. So see, that seems odd when three entities are suddenly going against her at once. What's going on? One of the biggest points in chaos of this entire story is the debate over whether Olivia actually walked up to an already open door or pushed it open herself. In the first video, she insisted the door was actually wide open when she arrived, meaning the guy on purpose left his door open for her. Thus, as she claims, he left himself exposed for her to see. But pretty fast, other creators started putting out screenshots that showed that she had quietly deleted an earlier version of that video, one that showed her nudging the door open before panning to the sleeping guy on the couch. And the original clip was deleted, but I don't think this has anything to do with TikTok.
Oh, so if she nudged the door open, then she technically sexually assaulted that guy, because he's in his own house. He's naked in his own house, and she's like a peeping Tom type of character. You know, she just she kind of nudges the door open. Walks inside. Like a fucking just like this.
Silencing her here because she posted a video of a dude laying there exposed on his couch in his own house, and she posted it for millions of people online to see.
Exactly.
I don't know about you guys, but I think the video got deleted because of that. So obviously that's not allowed on the platform, hence why I can't show the clip here. But there were these side-by-side screenshots that started popping up of whether the door was closed or left open. Either way, dude is in his own house, so is this illegal? No. But my main question is, why is she walking around in this dude's house? Like, drop the food on the doormat, take a picture, and move on to your next order. You don't need to be... Hello? There's no reason to play Resident Evil in someone's house. This whole situation doesn't make sense whatsoever.
It's for cloud chase. She's cloud chasing. She's a cloud chasing we can't say that anymore. Yeah, we can't say that. They can't say the C word. She's a cloud chasing cunt. Yeah, a cloud chasing cunt.
Did she just use this as a ploy for attention? How is it hard to understand to not walk into someone's house and post a video of them laying naked on their couch to millions of people on the internet? That's just so unacceptable. But I think one of the reasons this whole thing went so viral, other than the fact this girl's thought process is
Atozy, he's so politically correct, and he doesn't want to, he doesn't want to, you know what I mean? He's so he's so correct. I look up to him. But seriously, it's like, you see, he works hard.
is borderline crazy is that no one could agree about the push door or was the door wide open. And I mean, I get why there's a hang up here, because if she actually, pushed the door open to record a guy just laying there in his house and then, turned herself into the victim, she's insane. And then we for sure have another member of the Hall of Fame of influencer morons. At this point, I need to start holding introduction ceremonies for these kinds of idiots, because I should be starting my videos like, welcome to the newest idiot who's now facing jail time for some social.
No, this is how you do it. No, this is how you start. You say, no, this is how you start. Okay, you say, hey, so today we watch whoever made the front page of the Guinness Book of World Retards. That's what you should say. No.
Media content, because at this rate, I'd say a lot of my videos are kind of like that. Anyway, people were arguing about the lighting, angles, wood grain, everything. But this is where the story took a life of its own, because while she was telling millions of people that DoorDash and TikTok were trying to bury her truth, police were piecing together a version of the events that looked very different from what she originally stated online. Because eventually, the police stepped in with their own findings, citing Ring doorbell footage that reportedly showed her opening the door herself. Ma'am, why did you do that? So, ladies and gentlemen, they got her.
I mean, what a cunt. Not a cunt. What a cunt. It's a synonym of cute. What a cunt. What a cunt. You gotta say it like that.
Sir, I have your DoorDash. Oh! Ew! I'm a victim!
Number one, why would you ever do this to begin with? And number two, why would you do this when there's a...
That's exactly what happened, actually. That's exactly what she did.
Ring doorbell camera right there next to the door that you're opening. Like, did you not think he was going to review the footage after you exposed him to millions of people online with his pants down? What did you think was going to happen? Either way, according to the police in Oswego, the man in the video was not sitting there waiting to expose himself to the delivery driver. He was sleeping and drunk, lying on his couch with no idea what was going on. And thankfully for him, the doorbell camera footage reportedly showed her opening the door herself, which does not add up with her story. So DoorDash then finally responded with its own statement. Without naming her, they said they take these kind of reports extremely seriously, and they never deactivate someone for reporting it, full stop. But they said that posting a video of a customer inside of their home, along with their personal details, was a clear violation of their policies. They said that was the reason her account was deactivated, and they deactivated the customer's account too while they were investigating. And they also added that she still had full access to her money. Then everything hit a wall on November 10th, because that's when officers arrested Olivia Henderson and charged her with 2 counts of Class E felonies, unlawful surveillance and dissemination of an unlawful surveillance image. And these charges usually apply to people who secretly record others in private settings, bathrooms, bedrooms, change.
So she got arrested for being a peeping Tom. So she was a peeping Tom this whole time.
Rooms, that kind of thing. But the legal idea is the same. Recording someone inside of their home when they have an expectation of privacy is criminal, even if the camera is technically outside of the door. Police said that she filmed a sleeping person and posted it publicly, which is exactly what these laws are written for. So the bottom line is, police found no proof of SA, and the man was asleep. And Olivia admitted the instructions for her order said to leave the food at the door, not inside of the home as she filmed. Her last TikTok was posted on October 26th.
Hey, wouldn't it be funny that the instructions would be, please leave the food inside the home as you walk in and film. It's actually written that. Somebody wrote that on the DoorDash app. Like, I don't want you to leave the food at the door. I want you to walk inside, without making any noise and and film me, because I'm gonna be like it's gonna be like a, I want to embarrass myself, and also I know you're gonna pretend like you got sexually assaulted, and so I want all that trouble. So please, walk in, and while you're filming, walk in, okay, and film me as you deliver the order, and then make like a part two where you cry about the fact that you got sexually assaulted. You just want like a fucking quick lawsuit money or whatever. You little woman peeping Tom.
Right after she said that she was being punished for reporting what happened. After the arrest, she didn't post anything at all. No defense, no clarification, no follow-up about what she plans to say in court. Her current next hearing is on December 4th, and depending on how the judge sees all the evidence, she could be looking at a whole lot of time here. And this can range from probation to years in state prison. Because it looks
She'll probably just have probation because she's a woman. She's gonna cry, and she's gonna do this, and she's gonna. So you know how it goes.
like a Class C felony in New York can carry up to 4 years, and she's charged with 2 Class C felonies, so that could be a combined maximum of 8 years in prison. Either way, it's no longer a he said, she said, and it's definitely not a conspiracy that TikTok doesn't want you to hear about. This is a criminal case with evidence and surveillance footage that was provided by the perpetrator. Yet again, for clout. How does this keep on happening? Now, obviously, gig workers deal with real risks every day. Yes, women face real threats with entering private spaces alone. And yes, some companies have absolutely punished workers for speaking up. But if you film someone in their own home, post it online, accuse them of a crime that the police say never happened, and then you claim that you're being silenced when the platform you're on takes you down, you're in for it.
Your bullshit is being silenced. Oh no. Oh no. I wanted to destroy this man's life, but I was silenced. Well, people are cracking down on your fucking crap, you clout chasing cunt.
Working! I was literally working and they deactivated me. This is related. They just punished me for posting about my...
She's gonna, you know what, this woman, this like young girl, whatever, I don't know what was her age, I don't give a shit. But hey, she's gonna turn into a Karen, huh? She already has like the Karen vibe. She looks like a fucking Karen. And you know, I mean, she's not horrible looking right now, but it can only go downhill from here. You know, after, in a couple of years, she's gonna look like a Karen. She's gonna be, your typical Walmart Karen, fucking yells at people for no reason, and that claims that she was sexually assaulted, but it never happened. And
while door dashing, they just fired me, and the police are doing nothing. I lost my...
As they should do nothing. Because there was no, the only crimes that were committed is you breaking and entering into some random person's house, filming them as they're asleep in their own couch, in their own home, naked in their own home, not expecting anyone, and they're too drunk and they didn't know their door was unlocked, and you nudge it open, and you film the guy. What a cute.
job. That was my only way to make money to pay my bills.
I'm just saying, that's not advocacy. That's just clout chasing. So it'll be interesting to see what actually happens in December, and I'll keep you guys posted as more details come out. So feel free to subscribe if you're new, drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
I like Atozy. I like him. He's not a cunt. He's a great guy. I'd fuck him. Yeah. In these sheets right here that are already kicked and cum, I'd do that. Come over, Atozy, my boy, and we'll rub some oil on each other, and maybe I'll shove a corn cob up your ass, and you can shove a corn cob up my ass. We'll do that for like a half an hour, and then we'll get ice cream. All right. Well, that was another one. Okay, so, You can subscribe if you want. You don't have to. You know, you can. And, see ya tomorrow.